Hi all. In this video I am going to discuss two equations which are applications of derivatives. Let's read the first one. It is been given this particular graph in fact goes through that point. So this is a parabola. So if I take like that, it's a point at 0, it's -1, and then there's a stationary point at 2, -9. So find A, B, and C. Well, obviously, you can put that point down here, and then at 0, it's -1. So that's fair enough, I think. Now let's go with our formulas. In this case, we do have this point on the graph, therefore it should satisfy. I'm going to substitute x to 0 and then y becomes -1. Hence, I would end up with -1 is equal to, so that's deriving from our equation. -1 equals A times, well, as a mathematician, I would write everything, even though it becomes 0, plus C. Now you will end up with C is -1. Well, that's good. Now the other one that we need to look at is stationary point. And of course, because 2, 9 again on the graph, I can write down another equation. When y is -9, or rather when x is 2, y is -9. Hence, I can write down A x squared, 2 squared, plus b times x plus c. Of course, I found the c now, which is -1. I can leave as c, but I better sub in so that it's easier. This becomes 2 squared 4, therefore 4a plus 2b. That -1 becomes positive when it goes to the other side, leaving us -8 on this side. Of course, I can simplify this equation a little bit further, dividing both sides by 2. That gives you 2a plus b is equal to -4. That's equation number 1. I call this as equation number 1 because first equation, in fact, is just a solution to one of the unknowns. The only information I haven't used so far is the one that I'm going to color or underline here in purple, which is stationary. What does it mean by stationary? Well, we know this. The derivative is 0. So if I were to calculate the derivative, in this case dy by dx, another notational here, it becomes x squared becomes 2x, therefore ax squared becomes 2ax, plus b times the derivative of x is just b. Now this is 0 at that point, which is 2, 9. What it means is dy by dx at 2, -9 is equal to 0, which means I need to substitute for x, which is 2, and then you set that to 0. Now I find 4a plus b equals 0. So if 4a plus b equals 0, which is my second equation, I can treat these two are simultaneous equations and hence find a and a b. Well, what can I do now? I can simply, well, let me write them all on one side so that it's pretty clear for us. Equation number 1 can be written as 2a plus b equals -4. That was number 1. I just simply swap the sides from here to here. That's what I did. Now, if you look at b, gonna get cancelled if you subtract any of these equations by the other. So what do? I probably go ahead with 2 minus 1 so that this negative becomes positive. Hence, right hand side, 0 minus -4 is +4. And then 4a minus 2a becomes 2a. b cancels. A is 2. We got an answer for A. We already had an answer for C. Now to find B, I can use either number 1 or number 2. I'll go with number 2. So that gives me 4 times 2 plus B equals 0. That gives me b becoming negative 8. Okay, ladies and gents, I think we found A, B, and C. Of course, you can go and sub in and have a look how it works, and the turning point becomes 2, negative 9 when you sub this and complete the square.